Taylor Frankie Paul is once again making headlines, but this time it's not just about drama, it's about a complicated mix of family bonding, emotional healing, and an ongoing custody battle that continues to unfold behind the scenes. As of the latest updates, Taylor has been sharing glimpses of a peaceful family vacation with her older children, a stark contrast to the tension surrounding her legal situation with Dakota Mortensen. Over the past few days, Taylor has taken to social media to document what appears to be a much-needed getaway with her kids. Sun-soaked photos, scenic desert backdrops, and candid smiles have filled her feeds, with many of the clips reportedly coming from a trip to Utah's iconic landscapes, including Moab. The content shows her laughing with her children, exploring nature, and soaking in quiet family moments, something that feels almost symbolic given the storm she's currently navigating in her personal life. Fans immediately picked up on the tone shift, noting how grounded and present she seemed compared to previous months filled with controversy. But while the vacation looks serene on the outside, the reality behind it is far more complicated. Taylor is currently in the middle of a highly publicized custody dispute involving Dakota Mortensen, centered around their young son. According to recent reports, Dakota was granted temporary custody following a protective order, a development that has significantly changed the family dynamic. In fact, multiple sources claim that Taylor currently has limited, or in some reports, no parenting time with her son as the legal process unfolds. This development didn't happen overnight. The situation escalated after a series of alleged incidents, including a February 2026 altercation that is now under investigation. Police reports cited by media outlets include claims from Dakota accusing Taylor of physical aggression, including scratching, shoving, and striking. It's important to note that these are allegations, and no final legal judgment has been made, but the seriousness of the claims has clearly influenced the court's temporary custody decision. For longtime followers, this isn't entirely out of the blue. Taylor's relationship history has been anything but quiet. From her viral rise within the MomTok community to the explosive revelations about her personal life that once shook that group, she has consistently lived in the spotlight. Back in 2023, she was involved in another widely reported domestic incident that led to legal consequences, including probation. That past is now resurfacing in conversations around the current case, adding another layer of complexity to how the situation is being perceived publicly. Despite all of this, Taylor's recent posts paint a very different picture. In one caption, she spoke about choosing peace and focusing on what truly matters, words that many believe are directly tied to her current struggles. There's a sense that this vacation isn't just a break, it's a reset, a way to reconnect with her older children, who have also lived through the ups and downs of her very public life. Public reaction has been intense and deeply divided. Supporters argue that Taylor is doing exactly what she should, stepping away from chaos and prioritizing her children's emotional well-being. They see the trip as a sign of growth, maturity, and a genuine effort to create stability. Comments across her posts include messages like "You deserve peace" and "Your kids are lucky to have you present like this." On the other hand, critics are far less convinced. Some question whether the timing of the vacation is coincidental, suggesting it could be a way to shape public perception amid the custody battle. Others point out the seriousness of the allegations and argue that the situation shouldn't be softened by curated social media moments. This divide has only fueled more discussion, making Taylor Frankie Paul one of the most talked about figures online right now. Meanwhile, Dakota Mortensen has remained relatively quiet in the public eye, but his role in the situation is anything but minor. Reports indicate that he has taken legal steps to secure custody and ensure the safety of their child, though he has not been as active on social media during this period. This contrast, Taylor sharing emotional family content while Dakota stays largely silent, has added another layer of intrigue to an already complex story. What makes this situation especially compelling is the contrast between image and reality. On one side, you have a mother creating warm, loving memories with her children in breathtaking locations. On the other, there's a serious legal battle involving custody, allegations, and ongoing investigations that could shape her future in a major way. It's this dual narrative that keeps audiences hooked, trying to understand where the truth lies. And beyond the headlines, there's a broader conversation happening about influencer culture itself. Taylor's life has become a case study in what happens when deeply personal struggles play out in front of millions. Every post, every caption, every silence is analyzed, interpreted, and debated. The line between private reality and public storytelling has never been thinner. As the legal process continues, all eyes are on what comes next. A court hearing is reportedly scheduled soon, and that could bring more clarity or even more questions. Will Taylor regain custody rights? Will the allegations lead to further legal consequences? And how will this impact her career, her platform, and most importantly, her family? For now, Taylor Frankie Paul appears to be focusing on the present, on laughter, connection, and creating moments of calm in the middle of chaos. Whether this marks a beginning of a new chapter or just a brief pause in an ongoing storm, one thing is absolutely clear. This story is still unfolding, and the next update could change everything. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.